Hey, this is Chris. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to Popcorn Finance, the show where we discuss finance and about the time it takes to make a bag of popcorn. I appreciate you coming back and joining me for another episode. And I'm sure many of you have noticed that there seems to be a new company introducing a new checking or savings account with a long list of great features about every month. And Jordan noticed this as well, and he wrote in to me asking for my thoughts. I'll answer Jordan's question right after I say a quick thanks to Instacart for bringing you all this bag of popcorn. Instacart makes it possible to have groceries delivered quickly to your home, and right now they are looking for shoppers. And shoppers are the individuals who pack up and deliver the groceries direct to customers' doors. Becoming an Instacart shopper is great for anyone looking to make some extra cash in your free time. They offer flexible schedules that allow you to work when it is convenient for you, whether that's weekends, weekdays, after school, or work. So if you've been looking for a new side hustle to bring in some extra cash on your own schedule, head over to popcornfinance.com/Instacart to learn more and sign up. Again, that's popcornfinance.com/Instacart. So Jordan wrote into me a little while ago, and he said, in episode 106, you talked about having multiple bank accounts. And episode 106, if you didn't catch that episode, it was all about how I use multiple bank accounts to budget. Jordan continues, this made me remember that I have a Stash bank account with the accompanying debit card. What are your thoughts on companies like Stash or Acorn having their own debit cards? And do you think it will change how traditional banks do things? Hey, thanks for sending in that question, Jordan. And I really do think that it is a good thing that more companies are getting into the banking space. I think that they really are adding a lot of much needed innovation to the space and providing incentives and tools that the big banks just aren't doing right now. And I hope that that will eventually force banks to lower and hopefully eliminate fees that really aren't necessary for their daily operations. And so for me, when I'm choosing a bank, there are a few things that I look for. The first thing is, are my deposits going to be FDIC insured? And I'm sure a lot of you have heard FDIC thrown around. What that is it's an acronym. It stands for Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. And they insure your deposits in the event that the bank just fails. And they will cover you for up to $250,000 per FDIC insured bank for each account ownership category. There's a lot more that I could say on FDIC, but I'll save that for another episode in the future. But for me, if a bank is not FDIC insured, I'm pretty much just not even going to consider it. At the time of recording this episode, the 4 accounts that I looked through, that was with Stash, Acorns, Wealthfront, and Betterment, all show that they are FDIC insured. But definitely make sure that you do your research before you sign up for any new checking account. The next thing I look for are there any fees associated with my account? There are so many free options right now that I wouldn't even consider paying a fee to have a checking or savings account. This is one of the reasons why I highly recommend credit unions if you have one in your area. They are known for being customer friendly and having really low fees. So if you are fortunate enough to have one in your area, definitely check them out. They're not known for having the latest technology, but their customer service really puts them over the top, and you're not going to get hit with a bunch of unexpected fees. And one of the last things that I look to before I open up a new account is how easily can I access my money? Is it easy to transfer the money out? Do I get a debit card? Are there free ATMs for me to use? All of these things are going to be factors that you want to consider because you don't want to put your money somewhere where you can't actually pull it out and use it when you need it. And this is definitely going to need to be a consideration when you're looking at an online bank account because they have the obvious limitation of not having a physical location for you to visit. So these are just a few of the things that I look for when opening a new checking account. So I hope this was helpful to all of you. And Jordan, hopefully I answered your question. But I cannot stress enough that you just want to make sure you do your homework before you open any new account. There's always going to be hype and a lot of mentions of these new products in the news, but don't let that push you to open up something before you really go through and read what it is that you're going to get yourself into by opening this new account. And also let me know, have you opened up one of these new accounts recently and how was your experience? What issues did you run into, or any things that popped up, like limitations that you weren't really expecting? I'd love to hear about your experience. You can always email me at questions@popcornfinance.com or just reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Just look for Popcorn Finance. And if you haven't done so, make sure you're subscribed to the show. It's free to do so. That way you can catch next week's episode where I'm going to go over the pros and cons to these new online accounts. But until then, as always, I appreciate you all coming back and joining me for another bag of popcorn. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.
Your boy keep it poppin' like Mary Poppins.